Oh man, it just doesn't end. These fanboys, man, they just like, this is the worst I've seen this whole console war thing. This is the worst. It's gotten worse than I thought it was going to get. Just because of Palworld, man. Both Nintendo and PlayStation fanboys. And you know what's funny? Jet told me multiple times, PlayStation fanboys and Nintendo fanboys, they think alike. And you know what? I see what he meant. I see what he meant. He wasn't wrong. He was absolutely right. And it's weird for me because I grew up with all three platforms. So I don't have this mentality to shill for one of them. For any of the three. You know, all three of them got something I like about them. But you know, it's crazy. Palworld has made something very clear about gamers these days. Like I've said, you gotta do a lot more to impress me than make a game look pretty. You know, graphics. Graphics are not the most important thing. That's common sense. I feel like that should be just common sense. I shouldn't even have to tell you that. Okay? As somebody who's been playing video games since the PS1 era, although my first console was the NES, you know, there was a time where games looked like crap, but damn it, man, they were so much fun. And so, a lot of those games are still fun. I still play the first Metroid from time to time, man. It's got a sentimental value. I love that game. As jank as it is on the Nintendo Switch, I still like playing it sometimes. And people are always asking me, why do you torture yourself like that? I don't know. I just like that game. I just like that game. I don't know. I mean, you hear the music in the background of the video. You hear that Ape Escape. Like, games used to just be polygons and textures with some color added, and that was perfect. But the music was fire. So it was like, you know, games were perfect at that time. They were just games were games. But now these days everything's got to be all cinematic and you know, it's got to be a whole movie. It can't just be a freaking game. Palworld drops. It's legitimately fun. And people are mad that people are having fun. I've said in previous videos, you like Spider-Man 2? Awesome. I don't. But if you like it, that's great. You like Starfield? Great. It's not for everybody, though. Starfield is not going to be for everybody. It's not. I like Starfield, but it's not going to be for everybody. I know this. Okay? Most of us do. You like God of War Ragnarok? That game bores me. If you like it, I see the appeal. I do think the combat in that game is kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie. But overall, it's not my cup of tea. But heaven forbid somebody has fun on a game that's not a AAA title. Now everybody's up in arms about it. And I've been seeing the same point over and over and over again. Like, y'all, you're getting mad that this game copies Pokemon, which it doesn't. I played this game for maybe like 7 hours now. Maybe more. I've played Pokemon games before. This don't feel like Pokemon. It's got aspects of Pokemon in it. You know, capturing the creatures in the little balls or whatever. But the gameplay itself, it's not a Pokemon clone. It's not. Plus, there's other games like this, or there's other games out there like Pokemon that copy Pokemon more than this does, I think. And you know, when it comes to the designs of some of the creatures, you know, you can't trademark a wolf. You can't trademark a freaking sheep. You can't trademark a damn penguin. Like, Give me a break. Like, y'all really getting mad at people for having fun. Because people are saying the game is better than Pokemon. You feel like you gotta suck on Nintendo's pee-pee, right? You just gotta suck on Nintendo's pee-pee, and then PlayStation fanboys are over here using this as ammunition against Xbox somehow. Make that make sense. What? Shut up. Once again, that's not gonna help PlayStation. Talking crap about Xbox is not gonna help PlayStation. What this game Palworld shows is that gamers settle for mediocrity. PlayStation exclusives are pretty freaking mediocre for what they're trying to do. See, what a lot of developers fail to do these days is make the game fun. Stop making a freaking movie and make a damn video game. And in Nintendo's case, Pokemon's just been lazy as frick for the past couple years. That launch of the last two Pokemon games, I remember, was terrible. Those games were a mess. I saw the glitches. That's inexcusable. I almost wanted to buy them myself up until I saw those glitches. I was like, hell no, I'm not dropping $60 on that. Let me tell you something. Pokemon stopped being fun for me a long time ago. It got stale. It just got really stale. And that was over a decade ago, bro. I haven't touched a Pokemon game since like Gen 4? Gen 5 it might have been? I don't even remember. It's been that long. I was a child at the time. That's when I was done with Pokemon. That's Nintendo. That's literally Nintendo's Call of Duty. That's also what I've heard. Pokemon is Nintendo's Call of Duty, bro. It's just gotten lazy. You know, each game you're doing the same crap. You're running around capturing Pokemon, fighting other Pokemon. But it's gotten stale, okay? You need to get a little more creative. Game Freak, Nintendo. That's what you need to do. And these Nintendo fanboys, like, you guys are just as bad as the PlayStation fanboys. Stop going after the competition and go to the company and tell them what they need to do. That's what you need to do. PlayStation fanboys, Nintendo fanboys. You need to go to the source and tell them what they need to do. Instead, you're getting mad at a game and its developers, sending death threats to people. Like, gamers today, what is wrong with us, man? Gamers today are so embarrassing. We are absolutely embarrassing. We settle for mediocrity. We pick fights where we shouldn't all the time, every day. Like, every day on Twitter is just fight. Which console's better? Which plastic box is better? We get something good to eat. We get some good freaking food, Palworld. And then we hate on it because it's better than this or it's better than that. Instead of just enjoying the game. Or because it's on a platform we can't play on because we don't have it. You're a bunch of freaking 12-year-olds, man. You're a bunch of pussies. You're a bunch of children. It's freaking embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. I've been seeing this all over my Twitter feed for the past couple days. It's absolutely embarrassing. It's not even funny. This game really just revealed a lot of people's true colors, man. Like, you people are not gamers. I don't know what you are. We don't claim you. Us real, legitimate gamers who just simply play video games, we just like to play good games. And we may criticize others, it doesn't mean we hate them. Okay? We don't claim you. We don't. Stay in your freaking lanes. Grow the up. Grow up, yo. Deuces.